All right. So yeah, Elevation 5, just kind of zip through this because it's like I said, a big throwaway show here. So Jess Loudon defeating Takeshi Yamazaki. Why is my brain just not functioning right now? So let's see where he's at. Breaking a losing streak there. So there you go. Praises his team at Pancrase London. Sponsors fans. Praises Yamazaki for a tough fight. Shigetoshi Iwase. Michael Brightman. Two guys who didn't used to be on throwaway shows. Brightman starting to get a bit of a win streak going here. Getting his win back against Iwase. So there you go. So praises his team. He'd like to face Kenneth Alexander. It'd be a tough challenge, one he'd be interested in trying. Wataru Miki versus Ryan Diaz. Ryan Diaz getting this. Miki hasn't fought for me. Oh no, he's got 3 fights under me. Ryan Diaz got himself okay. Also after beating Tomohiko Hori at Revolution 75 last year. So keeping it up. That's good. That's good. Thinks it should have been a unanimous decision. It is a split decision, but they say it's great, and it went 3 rounds. Brennan Kamaka, Nuri Shakir. Brennan Kamaka getting the victory here. Oh my God, he's been losing a lot in the last few years. Yeah, he even took a loss in WEC when he fought over there for a bit. So yeah, he doesn't have a lot of wins to his name, but coming back here, Shakir used to be pretty okay. Okay, so he was never really okay. He was always not great. 4-11. I should have seen that in the first place. I guess he started off strong, and then it just sort of devolved from there. Praises team, various sponsors and fans. He wants to fight George St. Pierre. Bruh. Come on now. Yeah, I beat this guy who's 4-11 in this promotion. Time to fight GSP. Jerry Bolander, Wes Gasaway. Bolander getting the win. And 3-fight winning streak. All right. So, I mean, the last couple have been taking place either, let's see, how far down was he for this? Was he in the prelims maybe for that? Yeah, so he's been generally a prelim fighter or something like that, but we're starting to pull this up here. You know, there was a point in time, wow, in UFC he was number 5. Probably be the best he might get, who knows? But yeah, he hasn't been ranked in years. Oh, that was literally January 97. This is literally when he started this. Yeah, so he's been on the downslide for several years now, but we'll see. Got himself a win here against Gasaway. Says a lot of respect for Gasaway and his toughness. He's a big dog. Coleman got the win over Ivanov. Now 1-6. But Coleman back up over 50-50. The man's on a 3-fight win streak. Jesus, Dirty Bob Schreiber and Royce Alger. And he did actually get a win at the Grand Prix. It must have been one of those early fights. Or a prelim, most likely. Yeah. But there you go. Coleman, 5'10", 300. That's a big boy. Calls it a fantastic fight and a career highlight, and he hopes that fans enjoyed it. Fantastic fight. Fantastic. Oh, my God. Can you imagine this is going to be the thing? A Giza Coleman fight at on a throwaway show like this in front of less than 1,000 people is going to be the thing that ends up being like fight of the year. Enson Inoue does not beat Falanico Vitale. I think. Oh, so we have had Vitale once before. He lost to Brian Gasaway, but looked like he was almost certainly cut from Pancrase. Is how he grabbed him. But does come back here with a win against Inoue. Enson Inoue at 38 has decided that he is putting the gloves away, and that is his last MMA fight. Vitale name checks everyone on his team. He wants to face Wilson Gouveia. See, he's got realistic expectations here. Wesley Correa versus Mark Kerr. Poor Mark Kerr's been around forever, even at this point, and yeah, he's been sliding. He's been sliding since the turn of the millennium. And Wesley Correa, actually 11-7. I thought he was a little bit worse off. Hell, he's been 50-50ing it for years, but hey, this is his first time he gets what is technically considered a win streak. Hey, how long are you going to stream? Welcome. Probably at least another hour, because I've got the rest of this show plus another show. I did do most of my booking for next month already, so we're good on that. But yeah, I'd say at least another hour. I mean, we're about 43 minutes in. Royce Gracie. Oh boy, Royce Gracie, the co-main event of this show. All right, good. Old man Royce Gracie, at the very least, he should just ride off on the sunset right now. This is the first time in years, literally, that he's gotten himself on a win streak. He's gotten a good win. Just call it here, man. You got it. Call it a night. Oh, come on. All right. Well, gives a show of respect. I don't want to see this man go out on his back. You can go out a winner. Naoya Uematsu, the main event against Cole Escovedo. And Uematsu getting the win. He's been 50-50 for a while. Went back over to the 50-50. So, yeah, we'll see here. Man's been, well, he was 50-50 in UFC, which is not good enough for UFC. But for us, we celebrate mediocrity. Although he was good for us for a while. You can see here. He was 7-3. 7-3, not bad. Going into the UFC, and then he just didn't really have what it took to stay big in the UFC, unfortunately. But his big return is successful, praises his team, show of respect, and that is it. 787 people. Commercial rating is pretty much as it should be. In fact, high-level regional or mid-level, I forget which one it's supposed to be, but either way, it was higher than it was supposed to be. Critical rating was good. Whoops. Popularity unchanged. That's fine. And listen, the man didn't get a... Oh, no, he did get it. Okay, I was looking at the one above him. So, yeah, fight of the night, Giza Kalman. Rasmus Ivanov. Good for Kalman, man. Man's going to earn himself 5 G's for this. There you go. And after the ads and subs actually helped us out with making some money. Sponsors and everything else. Royce Gracie, kind of the big name there. I'll take it. All right. Skip the pre-show analysis. Get to the prelims. Jason Black, Kenneth Alexander. Jason Black getting the win. 151 into round 1. There you go. Breaking a losing streak that he's had. Shinya Aoki versus Kentaro Imaizumi. Shinya Aoki got it. God damn, there you go, man. And that's after okay, so this is first official fight with us. There you go. Now 5-0. Celebrates his debut victory. Already looking forward to the next fight. Forrest Griffin and Chris Lieben. All right. Well, it is a prelim, so yeah. Chris Lieben knocks out Forrest Griffin in round number 1. Poor Forrest Griffin is just not having the start that he had in real life. Who? Chris Lieben? Lieben's been around. Lieben was a decent mainstay. Lieben was a decent mainstay in like mid 2000s UFC. I don't know how new that picture is, but Lieben was maybe not the biggest name, but he was a pretty big name. Thanks everyone connected to his team. Says it was a tough fight. Gives a show of respect to Forrest Griffin. Jake Shields versus Chris Brennan. Jake Shields dominates him for 2 rounds. And gets back a win after a loss to Kenny Florian. So trying to get back into it. This is his first fight of 2005 as well. Crazy Horse, Charles Bennett. Getting the majority decision over Robbie Olivier. There you go. Crazy Horse getting his first official win in Revolution. There you go. Fantastic. Name checks his sponsors and his fans. Shows respect for Olivier for his skill and toughness. Sugar Rashad Evans and Dave Monet. There you go. I was like, Rashad Evans should have this. Especially after beating Shogun in the main event of a previous Elevation. There you go. So good prelim fight there for him. He wants to face Renato Sobral. He's probably good enough to do that. He's Rashad Evans, so I believe it. Don Fry, Fabricio Verdum. Please, Don. Please, Don. Oh, and it was unanimous in 2 rounds. It says it was great, but Don Fry just not able to make it happen. He was getting some wins. Oh, I forgot. His last fight was against Takayama. I did run the Takayama fight at the Grand Prix, but Verdum obviously better. This is his first fight with us. Keeps it going. Guess it's for the best. He wants to face Czech Congo. Oh my God. Nick Diaz, Dennis Hallman. Still in the prelims. I think this is might be the co-main in the prelims. I don't know. Nick Diaz, unsurprisingly getting the win here. That lost to Antonio McKee, but that was a middleweight title fight. So looking at getting back into this and getting himself another championship fight. Praises his team, fans and sponsors. Sean O'Hare versus Tim Lajic. Sean O'Hare knocks out Tim Lajic 36 seconds into round number 1. And after the complete collapse of the RFL, he does once indeed get another win in the RFC. And that's going to be a loss for poor Tim Lajic, who's been around for now 20 official fights with us. Sean O'Hare keeping it going. 4-0. CM Punk could never. He wants to fight Paul Buentello. Thanks his team. Wants to do that. Natural charisma. Shines a lot in these settings. Says, he's glad he won, but he's not telling you anything you didn't already know. Main show, Mikey Burnett, Kenny Florian, Herb Dean, the ref for this. Let's take a look here. Burnett coming off of a loss to Luis Santos in UFC. This guy's been around. This guy was around for a cup of coffee back in the early days of Revolution, and he's already done. God damn. He used to be around, and then we ended up taking him from UFC, or maybe he got cut. I don't know, but yeah, he got knocked the hell out by Kenny Florian very, very quickly, who unsurprisingly is on a winning streak. Okay. And that is the end of Mikey Burnett in his time. He wants to face Jay Heron. Okay. Bobby Olagun, Modi Horenstein. Herb Dean, the referee here. Bobby Olagun did come off a win back in December against Kimo Leopoldo. Modi Horenstein came off a win against Takashi Sugiura back in February. So let's see what we got for that. I remember seeing something, it was only like 2 or 3 years ago, I feel, where Horenstein was on the news because I think guys tried to come in and like attack people in his like dojo or something, or rob the dojo. Why of all places to go rob would you like go and rob like an MMA, any sort of martial arts gym? Why would you do that? I wanna see Modi Horenstein. Yeah, because he's definitely older now, but I want to see because he was in the news not that long ago. Like I said, it was just a few years ago. I can't really even find it now. Oh, is it already over? Oh, God, Bobby Olagun just took care of him for 2 rounds in a unanimous decision. Did say decent, so all right, so there you go. Oh, he faced Dirty Bob Schreiber in real life. There's a video. Dirty Bob Schreiber knees Modi Horenstein in the nuts. Yeah, I can't find it now, but I know he was in the news because I remember seeing somebody show the video. Someone showed the video and they didn't know Modi Horenstein. And when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, I can't really find it, but that's all right. Either way, Bobby Olagun ended up getting the win somehow. I don't think Bobby Olagun in real life was even... I don't know how many fights I don't think he won a lot of fights in real life. I want to see. Man's generally a comedian. Let me see here. I want to see. Tapology. What do you got? 3-2-0. Okay, well, he did have 3 wins. What was his last fight? Back in 2021. Katsuya Kitamura. All right, and that was in Ryzen. Of course it's Ryzen. Man's made a name for himself in Japan. All of it's like K1 and then Ryzen. He at one point lost to Bob Sapp in 2007. First round, because if he got into the second round, Olagun would have beat him. Interesting. Once again, man is generally just a comedian / TV personality in Japan. 3-2. Speaking of George St. Pierre, I was about to just skip right to the end. I mean, it's a minus 1200. Yeah, it didn't last very long. Minute 7 or minute 4. Probably don't even have to look. Yeah, he's undefeated. He's now 10-0. Kunioku, he did have a win, but yeah, now he has a loss. Unsurprising. I think this is a call out. I think this is why I wouldn't do this sort of betting line fight unless it was a challenge that was accepted. Nick Diaz, oh boy. Didn't they fight? Didn't they have a pretty good fight, I think, at some point? Nick Diaz and George St. Pierre? See, now I kind of want to know. I feel like at one point he probably fought him. I think he did. I'm almost positive he lost. They had a canceled back. Oh, my God. Oh, is the George St. Pierre? Okay, so this is the part where Nick Diaz was just constantly like... I forget what it was, but yeah, he just kept... Okay, St. Pierre torn ACL. Diaz removed from bout, probably for, I don't know what it was for. And then St. Pierre tore his ACL. And then when they did finally fight, it was a unanimous decision loss for St. Pierre. And then he at some point had a fight with Anderson Silva that went no contest, which means he probably won. And then, yes. Oh, Silva failed drug tests. See, I forget about this stuff. I forget all about this stuff. I thought Nick Diaz did. Man's got a lot of canceled bouts. Man's got a lot of canceled bouts. All right. Before I start looking at all that, Valentin Overeem definitely is probably just going to maul Remco Pardol. Man has won 4 of his last 5 fights, but I don't see it happening this time. Yeah, Overeem is, should be doing quite well for himself here. I don't know. He gets him on the ground with the judo. Oh, they are on the ground. They got Pardol plus 540, man. People going up. Oh, never mind. I was like, are people going away with some serious money? Nope. The crowd was buzzing. Crowd was buzzing at the end of round number 1. Pardol got him to the ground. Things were looking not so great for Overeem, and then he's like, nope, we're done. Pow. Knockout. Done. Valentin Overeem getting there. Did Pardol at least get his 2 wins? All right. Yeah, that seems to be oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's been a thing. It's been a thing for a long time. 2 wins and a loss. 2 wins and a loss. Well, good news for next time for Pardol. Thanks everyone connected to Golden Glory. The sponsors. Says a tough fight. Show of respect. Yeah, I mean, he got himself a bit of a flash knockout when it looked like it wasn't going to go very well for him. Vitor Belfort, Mauricio Rua, Mario Yamazaki. All right. Quick look here. Belfort coming off a win against Chuck Liddell. He did lose to Little Nog. But like I said, win against that. Daniel Gracie is the guy that Shogun beat. And then had that loss to Rashad Evans. But it's still Rashad Evans, so... -4. Oh. Wait a minute. Was that Belfort on wobbly legs? Ooh. All right. Maybe the people who bet on Shogun. Maybe. I think this is going to be another one for the underdog. 10-8. 10-8. It wasn't even close. Oh, my goodness. Shogun might do it. Plus 360. People are going to get paid tonight. Oh, boy. Are we going to do it? Time's ticking down. Belfort's going to have to do something. It's not going to happen. Leg kick. Oh, my God. Quick left jabs. Powerful kick to the thigh was enough. Could not stand up. Yamasaki has to end the fight with a leg kick. That Muay Thai coming in strong for Shogun. And he finishes the fight. Praises his team, sponsors, and fans. He wants to face Brandon Vera next. James Jones, Akitoshi Tamura. Herb Dean, the ref. Jones coming off a loss to Kita Oka. Did have a win against Takeshi Yamazaki, so not too much here. Tamura trying to get a clinch, trying to get a takedown, not able to make it happen. Tamura, by the way, goddamn, coming in a 6-fight win streak. Man has been eating good for the last 2.5 years. He is up. Jones. Let's see. Some fans booing. Wait, why were they booing? A round that didn't feature much action. Yeah, Tamura's going to have to do something here. Let's see. He could still end up getting the win, but I needed to have some more water there. Tamara might be able to have it. I think Tamara's got it, but it looks like it was maybe a bit of an type thing here. Tamara getting the unanimous decision, average fight. All right, at least it wasn't poor. I think the second round saved it with the takedown and everything. Praises him. There's Chuck Liddell as he's facing Nate Marquardt. And it's not even in the co-main. Liddell, heavy favorite coming into this. He lost to Rampage. He lost to Belfort. He's looking for revenge against Marquardt. Trying to get something back against him. Marquardt, though, lost to Rampage and lost to Sabral. So both these guys coming in with a lot to bounce back on. One of these guys is going to start his bounce back. One of these guys is going to keep on falling. It's looking like it's going to be Liddell, but you never know. Marquardt was doing a lot, but didn't seem to actually be connecting with anything. That seemed to be one of the things. Not much going on with that. Everyone does significantly worse in Revolution. Yeah. Funny. Everyone's just a shell of who they actually are in real life when they come here. We make a lot of money. Just we're like TNA, but we make a lot of money. Late 2000s TNA. It's a big knockdown. So, yeah, 2018 Liddell, probably. Chuck Liddell, unanimous decision. There you go. Thanks, everyone connected to his team. Sponsors. Gives a show of respect, and there you go. Sean Shirk, Louis Dutra Jr. Still, I forget what the oh, no, we still got 2 title fights after all this. All right, Sean Shirk, the underdog, coming off a loss to Nick Diaz. He also lost to Dutra Jr. About almost 2 years ago in a title fight. He, I believe, lost his title. Yeah, lost his title to Dutra Jr. Dutra Jr., of course, obviously beat him and lost his. Did he lose his title? Yeah, he lost his title to Nick Diaz. He lost to Lawler and lost to GSP. And, oh, God. All right. Let me see this. Oh, just as soon as I look at Dutra Jr. is when it happened, because the cut happened. Shirk backing up. Huge right hand. Sends him down. Second half of the round, unloading on punches. Can't get his hands up. Herb Dean jumps in. Louis Dutra Jr. getting the win. 256 into round number 1. Great fight there. So Dutra Jr. once again up 2-0 on Sean Shirk, as he probably isn't going to get back in title contention because he's got to deal with Robbie Lawler and George St. Pierre, and I don't think that's going to happen. But nonetheless, gets a win against Sean Shirk. Does it say where he's at? Oh, he's number 2 middleweight. So, I mean, he probably still has another shot. He wants Robbie Lawler. So that might have to be a challenge for the belt. Co-main event, the first of 2 title matches. This time, the lightweight title on the line. Naofumi Yamamoto versus David Douglas. We'll see here. Yamamoto only lost once to Isao Hirose, but he's been on a 4-fight winning streak. He is 14-1. David Douglas does have beat Nogueira, beat Latoil, so that's where he's at right now. Looked like 4 of his last 5 fights were wins, so. Oh, kid's knocked down. Douglas, oh my God, he's going to do it. He did it. Oh my God. 2:21 into round number 1. I think he got a flash knockout, man. right jab and a left cross. He was doing it. Like, he was doing pretty okay. But no, 3 strike combination does enough to knock him down. And Norifumi Yamamoto, I did not think, once Yamamoto won the title, I did not think he was going to be losing that title this quickly in his first defense. Took him 5 months to have his defense, but here it is. And then he loses to fucking David Douglas. Jesus. David Douglas is the RFC lightweight champion in just 221. What did they say? Good fight. Praises his team, his sponsors, and fans. Celebrates his title win. Calls it one of his greatest moments of his career. And we move to the main event. The Maniac Tim Sylvia challenges the heavyweight champ Andre Arlovski. Start this up. Heavyweight title on the line. Arlovski won the title against Fedor. Also beat Czech Congo. His only loss has come to Josh Barnett. So we'll see. We just saw a man who only lost once just get dropped. Tim Sylvia has also only lost once, and that was to Mirko Krokop. So we're gonna see here. Both these guys are one of these guys are gonna hit their second official loss. 17-1, 22-1. Big time main event here between the two. Oh, checking the cut on Sylvia. All right. I think we're not going to see too much happening here in the first round. I wonder if this will go the distance. Things have been hitting pretty quick in this show. We'll see. We haven't got a lot of we haven't seen the third round very much on this particular show, I feel. So, yeah, we'll see here. Not much going on. Nothing big. No big flashes at the bottom here that tell me, something has happened. Something big has happened. It's just a lot of trading blows. It's not even taking it to the ground. It's just sort of, scooting around each other and throwing some jabs. You say 10-9 Sylvia. All right. We do see round 3. I feel like two kickboxers. I mean, I don't think they're going to, well, I was just going to say I don't think they're going to go to the ground, but we're getting the takedowns now. They're trying to get the takedowns to go on here. I feel like all the standing and banging, I think has been making Sylvia, has been given the advantage to Tim Sylvia here. So I could see Arlovski trying to make this happen. Sylvia's a big boy, though. 6'8", 290 compared to 6'4", 260. Let's see. They say Arlovski. All right, Sylvia might be ahead. We get to the championship rounds. Let's see. If Arlovski gets this, we might be headed to the 5th and final round. We'll see. 4 rounds, not a whole lot happening. Nothing big. A lot of attempted takedowns, not much happening there. There's a lot of takedowns they're trying to make happen here. None of it's happening here. That's going to be the end. They say Arlovski 38-38. We'll see what happens. All 3 judges 38-38. We need a deciding round. Come on. We get a finish. Are we going to get a finish? We've had so many great finishes already tonight. Like I said, we're due for something to go the distance. I think both these men are pretty well gassed. Well, Tim Sylvia is probably gassed. I don't know about Arlovski. Oh, moving in. Let's see. Nothing big here. At least they aren't trying to do any trips or anything. They've just been hitting each other, and I think that's just how this fight is going to end. That's going to be about it. They say Arlovski 48-47 for Andre Arlovski, and he's going to make his first official defense. Yeah, first official defense of the title. So there you go. He beat Tim Sylvia, unanimous decision, but it was very close. It came all the way to the 5th round. So praises his team, his sponsors and fans, celebrates his title defense, poses for photographs of the belt around his waist. Critical rating is 70. That put it, high critical, good high critical rating. Commercial rating is as good as it could possibly be. This was a top tier show in front of 5,100 people in Jersey. Yeah, that did wonders for these guys. So Louis Dutra Jr. and Sean Shirt getting fight of the night. George St. Pierre getting knockout of the night. It was a lot. Look at the TKO, knockout, TKO, 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 TKO. 10 main fights, freaking 6 of them ended. 6 of them had an end, and 4 of them happened in the first round, too. You just zipped through those last few over here. All right. Shinya Aoki's going to get submission of that. I think it was... Oh, no. Jason Black did get something, but yeah. Aoki's going to get that. $4.2 million. Even after spending $400,000 on Andre Arlovski, $58,000 on Chuck Liddell, $39,000 on Bobby Olakun. Oh, he's the 3rd highest paid fighter. Good Lord.